Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Darkly Darling, where I teach you how to be dark academia. That is just an aesthetic, so always keep that in mind. And the number one priority is to have fun and be happy. And so you don't have to follow everything in the aesthetic. This is just teaching you how if you want to. Also keep in mind that because we're in a spectrum, mixing and juxtaposition may occur, and that's fine. This is a 4-part series, so you will have to go and watch the other videos when I make them in order to compare dark academia to cottagecore to light academia. But all the videos will be up soon, I promise. So to get into dark academia, I'm first going to compare it to a book, because when you compare things, it gives you a better idea of what something is. So if dark academia was a book, think Charlotte Bronte, who wrote Jane Eyre. The top movie for this aesthetic is Dead Poets Society, which is helpful right there, but that's such a boys club movie, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in The Queen's Gambit as well. If you're into dark academia, you're most likely an introvert. Comment below if you are into the aesthetic but you're not an introvert. Also, your favorite hobby is probably reading. If you play an instrument at all, it's most likely the violin or the cello. I don't play an instrument, but if I did, it would be the cello. Even though you're an introvert, your most favorite thing in the world is deep, meaningful conversation with people you actually admire for their intellect. That sounds pompous, but you can't help who you are. You were born this way. Your perfect date is probably coffee and bookstore. That's just the thing you like the most. You're not very keen on activities. You're more like mellow. Whether you're reading a book, writing a book, or naming children, you tend to like names along the lines of William and Jane, something very basic, solid. And this is going to change if you are from a different country, just because what's basic and solid in your country is not probably going to be William and Jane. Just apply it, make it make sense for wherever you're from. Your bedroom style, really your furniture style as a whole, but we're going to focus on your bedroom because remember, that's most likely going to be your studio. You want to stick to what is traditional, and it's going to be helpful if most of your furniture is brown rather than white or a different, like a pastel color. You want to stick to brown traditional furniture. When it comes to dressing, your signifying statement piece is probably going to be the plaid blazer. If you want to pull together a dark academia look of any kind, just adding a plaid blazer usually does the trick. For shoes, loafers or Oxfords are sure to get you there. I have a pair of loafers, so I feel like that's all that I need. For dark academia, I don't feel like you really need a lot of clothing, especially if you're like super, super actually dark academic, because it's more about being an intellectual and learning and less about fashion. If you think about it, if you're not shopping for new clothes every 2 days like I am, then the clothes you're buying are very good and durable, which means they're lasting longer, which may be why they seem old. It's that you bought it like years ago and it's still there. It's still keeping up with you today. And so that's why you don't find a need to like keep up with trends and change your style. Or like if you just like the aesthetic, you bought like a used one from the thrift store. As for the color scheme, think chocolate. You can throw some tan in there if you would like to, but it's more of like this brown thing. And also black is also welcome, but again, keep your pieces mostly brown and you should be okay. Also, like a tricky color that kind of sneaks in there is green, particularly hunter green. It can be very, very nice, especially if you're going to one of those social gatherings you hate. And let's say you're a female and you want to wear like a dress, a nice green dress will go rather nicely and break up the monotony of black, brown, tan. For hairstyles, you want to go with the most basic thing ever. You know what I mean. Traditionally basic. I have a ponytail here with a little braid up here. And I know a lot of girls wear their hair natural. You can also do a twist. You know, a twist. I suck at explaining that, but you get it. So simple braid, pull your hair back. If you're a girl, twist. It's acceptable. Honestly, you need to keep it pretty basic, even with makeup. And that's what I like so much about Dark Academia, is because it's kind of androgynous. For the females, you can add some masculinity into your aesthetic. And that means that, like, you don't have to care so much about how you look. Kind of envious of boys because they can get away with a lot more than girls can. I say that and I'm using a makeup filter, so that just adds to my point. But it's kind of nice just to barely do your makeup or your hair and walk out the door because you have on a blazer. Yay! Also, keep your jewelry to a minimum. You shouldn't be flashing anything. This is a very sensible aesthetic, which, again, I love that about it. You don't have to spend a ton to get started. You can use what you've got, basically. Also, get yourself a basic coffee mug. Okay, guys, that's gonna wrap this video up, actually. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't mind, please subscribe if you haven't already. We're at 486 subscribers, so that is halfway there to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. If you like to read, I'm serializing my Dark Academia short story this month on my Patreon, so if you like things like that, go and check that out. It's called Innocent, Beautiful, Wicked Things, and it follows some young people at a private school doing things. No one, yeah, they're solving a murder. So how my Patreon and that whole book thing is working is, if I get enough viewers on Patreon for the book, I'll keep it on Patreon. It's something that I would like to offer exclusively through Patreon. However, if I don't get that many readers for it, then I'll put it on KDP, which is Amazon. And a lot of people are familiar with Amazon already and they have accounts, so they may like something offered on Amazon better, but I was just trying something new. If it doesn't work out, hey, I'll just put it on Amazon. Tomorrow I will be discussing cottagecore, so come back. Bye!